Hey, I'm Barry Knox with Rockstar Dream Cars. I'm on the way to Atlanta right now for an action-packed weekend. Tonight I've got track night in America at Road Atlanta. Tomorrow I'm doing go-karts at Atlanta Motorsports Park. And then I'm going to cap off the weekend at Atlanta Motor Speedway with the Porsche Club of America for Autocross. Right now I'm in the C8 Corvette, and we have just got on I-75, and we are about to head north. Let's go ahead and open it up a little bit and get the weekend started right. So we made it to Road Atlanta, and the sky is opened up and it started raining. So hopefully we'll get some dry weather for the track tonight.
So the rain did clear out. Here's a shot of a few of the cars in grid. So this is me finally getting to take the course. The novice group I was in was allowed to run a session of paced laps. So here's some footage of me coming on to the track here. Essentially spent about a 20-minute session just kind of following everyone, getting a feel for the course. A lot of the people, it's probably their first time on course. It was my first time, so it was good to get some looks at the course from the driver's seat. But then in the next session they turned us loose, and here's a couple of shots of my car going by at speed. Here's me coming around a Camaro, blowing by, going down the back stretch, getting a lot of speed there. And this is going to be what it looks like from the driver's seat for a full lap. So you can see me getting the point by here by one of the other drivers. Got a straightaway here. Got a couple cones here to let you know when you might want to start braking. I was a little timid in this section because I didn't want to hit that wall. And this section for me was the hardest part of the course, just because you are kind of going into a blind corner here. It was kind of hard to gauge the braking point. So if anyone has pointers on how they approach that section, let me know in the comments below. But then you see I'm catching up to some cars here. So me and the Mustang are trapped behind a slower car. So what we're looking for is for the car ahead of us to give us a point by. So you'll see him stick his hand out the window pointing us by on the right side, so he points both me and the Mustang by. And the Mustang realizes that I'm a little bit faster, so he goes ahead and points me by. And you know what I love about this course, there's several sections where you get finished turning and you can just hammer down on the throttle. This section here, if you go in a little too fast, you've got a lot of room to take a wide approach, but this is the fastest part of the course here. You really get to hammer the throttle down, you get to pick up a lot of speed. And this section here, the car gets a little bit of light, so you have to be kind of careful, make sure you don't lose the rear end there. Make sure you slow down in time. If not, there is a big runoff area, but you don't want to be out there. In this section here, you've got another blind turn. You can kind of use those markers on the bridge there to gauge your turn. And this is another section where I was very cautious because I did not want to hit this wall here. And here I am coming down the straight on the start-finish line there.
Well, I just finished my first track night in America at Road Atlanta in the C8 Corvette, and it was awesome. I've been prepping all week by playing Forza 7, doing some time trials on the game. Surprising how much of that actually translates over to lap times out there. I would dare to say I was probably the fastest car out there, if not the fastest, one of the fastest for sure. But it was only like $170 for track night in America, which is a hell of a deal to get 60 minutes of track time. It was actually very well run. Everyone was really safe out there. Never had any moment where I almost had an incident with anyone out there. So great job to the SCCA. So if you'd like to know more about Track Night in America, go to scca.com. So we're on day 2 of our trip. Today we've got a lot of fun stuff planned. We're gonna go over to Andretti's and ride some go-karts, maybe go bowling. Later tonight we're going to Atlanta Motorsports Park to race some serious go-karts with some friends. So really looking forward to that.
So here's some footage of inside Andretti's in the arcade. Me taking a couple shots on the hoop there. Lighting it up. Here's some shots of the go-kart track from the outside. And here's some footage from me driving the karts. So one thing you'll notice is there is a lot of bumps. And you may be asking, is the course really that bumpy? And the answer is definitively yes, it is very bumpy. Was not expecting the course to be so bumpy. Kind of a tight course too. So you can kind of see me navigating through some of the traffic there. Speeding ahead. And boom. Sorry, guy. But it was pretty fun. Here's a couple shots of me and my son there at Andretti's. So the next thing on the agenda was go-karts at Atlanta Motorsports Park. So here's some footage here. Somebody spinning around, happened to me quite a lot. Just some scenes here of what the track looks like. This is kind of the section, I guess you'd call it kind of the start-finish line of the course. But I am going to give you some first-person shots of me behind the wheel on the track here. So the first lap is a pace lap. But then this is me finally getting the green flag here. So coming down the first section of the track, wide open. So one thing I've come to rely on doing autocross is the analog braking, where you just hammer the brake pedal down. So I'm going to try that here, and no, it just locks up the rear wheels and I spin around. So now I've got a lot of traffic to navigate back through. So that should be fun. So coming into this next section, I learned the brakes a little bit more. So I managed to not spin out this time, although throughout the day there were a couple times that I span in that section as well. Making good time, and then we're going to go ahead and just send it too hard in there and lose the rear end. But we're catching back up. I'm gonna try to get around this person. The tough part is a lot of times the people don't know you're there, so you gotta be careful with when you choose to pass people so that you don't end up wrecking them. There's me kind of split between two people, and I'm able to stay on the course this time around this corner. Here we go, kind of coming around to the, I guess you'd call it the start-finish line of the course. You're able to carry a ton of speed right here, and there's this tight little kink right there. So I caught some people there a couple times. You have to be really careful because it's easy to collide. Let's see if I'll make this turn this time. Oh, nope, lost it again. A lot of traffic coming up on here. Passing on the inside, passing on the outside, using all the racetrack to get around people. Again, you got to be careful going in this section here. It's a hard braking zone. See, someone had lost it right there. So this was a hard braking zone too to make this corner. And this is the kart that I got in one of my sessions that just would absolutely not turn right. So this is my second time around in this kart. So So we're going to try to make this turn again. See if we can make this turn. Nope, still too much speed. Out in the dirt again. So right there in the white shirt there, that's my buddy Christian, who was really fast out there. So here's me navigating past my son right there on the left, and we're both just watching Christian just check out. Tricky section again. Made the turn okay, but then we just watched Christian ride off into the sunset there. But I actually get another opportunity to race Christian, so he's coming up on my left side here, so really looking over my shoulder, trying to see where he's at. So he crosses back over to the right side. We're coming down to this tricky section here. So this was my time where I got to learn that my kart had no brakes. So boom, took this guy out. So unfortunately, my plan was to outbrake Christian, and when you have no brakes, that just doesn't work out. But here's a shot of me, my son, my friend Rick, Christian, and Ashley. We had a great time.
Okay, we're on day 3 of our Atlanta trip. We are pulling into Atlanta Motor Speedway for Autocross with the Porsche Club.
So here's my car in grid. You get to see a lot of really nice cars when you run with the Porsche Club, and they've got a lot of room at Atlanta Motor Speedway to pitch your car as well. So here's just some shots of my car going by, blended in with some interesting cars from the event. Got a vintage Porsche there coming by. Here's my C8 again, navigating through a slalom. My buddy David tearing it up in his Miata. See a little bit of tire smoke there. Here I come again. Got my buddy Nick and his Tesla just squealing those tires. Squeezing everything he can out of that car. Got Rich in his Porsche here flying by. And here's another shot of me from the morning session.
Just finished our first runs. Best time I had so far was 67.5. About to get back out on course and watch the first run group run. Then we'll reset and do it again this afternoon.
So my friend Christian was a good bit faster than me in the morning session, so I decided to hop in the car with him to start the afternoon to see what he was doing out there.
Man, I gotta get my head right as to whether or not I want to go to Daytona or not, because it's like I've been doing so much stuff this last month.
Yeah.
But it's like you get addicted, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys packed a lot into this weekend.
Yeah, we packed a lot into the Corvette too.
Yeah. Cool.
slide into the turnaround back there.
Here's me getting a congratulations from my friend Juan and hoping that the run is clean.
Appreciate it. Clean?
Nice.
Yeah. Sweet.
So Christian did end up taking first place in the non-Porsche stock group, and I was able to get second place out of 15 drivers.
Second in non-Porsche stock is Barry Knox with a 65.824. First trophy out here, guys. 2 years, first trophy.
So as usual, had a great time with the Porsche Club in Atlanta. If you'd like more information about their events, go to peachstatepca.org. Thank you for watching. If you don't mind, give the video a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out a lot. And check out this link for another video you might like.